Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run for Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles, all passes, all completions, and just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
second down, Murray sets to throw. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
You talk about this Rams defense.
Yeah, they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. Touchdown, L.A. J.K. Dobbins. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions at 11-5 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Dobbins trying the left side. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They need 2. Here's third down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and his kick is absolutely perfect.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's done. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. And from the the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
There he goes, right side.
He may go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
They'll set up to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2nd and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Down to about the 32.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Murray now on 1st down. We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So
don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 4. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. That one goes for 24 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come.
Okay, ready? They work now on 2nd and 9. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run here with Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, All you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Murray. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for L.A.,
They get that important 10th win to finish the regular season.